You know, there's, if you, if I want to help you or you want to help me, I mean, there's something to be said that if I'm going to tell you, you can do this better, and here's why you can do it better, it's going to help you in the long term if you correct the debt, you're going to go home at night and say, you know what, he's going to help the business by correcting me. He's also going to help me. I'll be a lot better as a result. I think that's where leadership comes out. So, football coaches, military leaders, you know, I was out at some conference in Chicago with Donna Dubinsky once, and somebody said something about coaching or something. You know, Donna wouldn't know what a football looked like, or even a basketball for that matter. And she's one of the great coaches you ever saw in your life.
For an emerging company, early stage company, how do you balance the goal of revenue growth versus making money? How do you think about things like spending on R&D and spending on training?
Well, I think there'll be a lot of people that like this answer. You know, I learned this from John Bohr. You know, we're in the growth business. You know, I have some outside investors that are, you know, probing, and they're always pushing me to try to improve your operating income line. You know, even a mature company, they're going, you know, much more profitable than they want to be. And I was, in my days when I first went to Intuit, the goal was to try to get to 15% operating income. Like we're growing that top line, you know, 25, 28%, you know, both lines would go together. When I take an early stage company, you know, you really want the product to be accepted. So growth is so important. You really need to make sure that people are using your website, people are using your product or technology, whatever it's going to be, service or product. And it's the most important thing. I mean, people still go back and, you know, everybody got bad marks back in the 98 days of, you know, eyeballs. But look, there's something to be said for, you know, the wonderful acceptance of a product like Facebook, like a Twitter. And you go, well, I have a prayer of having a business model. You know, what's their monetary model look like? You simply say, I'd rather have their problem than I would have somebody having a wonderful way to say, well, we're going to charge everybody $5 and we're going to do all that and 3 customers. So I'm a real growth guy. And I'm a growth guy today, mature companies. When you're out here, if I want to go to, you know, Poughkeepsie, New York, or someplace like that, run a company and let it go at you know, 3% growth, horseshit. You know, my view is we're here in Silicon Valley. You've got to constantly think about investing in R&D, making the products that you have better, more relevant, put them on, you know, make them cloud, do whatever you can to continue, and then continue to put innovation into your company, making sure that you've got good people that really care about how you're going to grow. You know, everybody talks about, oh, if you don't have great new projects, you're not going to be able to attract great engineers. But, you know, I went to the Apple, full disclosure, I'm on the Apple board, but I went to the developer conference, and I was blown away by snow leopard versus leopard. And Bertrand Soleil got up there to talk, and he was so proud, captivated the whole audience by how much they shrunk the product and how much faster it got. Now, how many companies around still do that, can hire great engineers and think about that kind of thing? But that's what's going to fuel their growth. It is, yes, it's a new iPod. Yes, it's a, you know, it's lots of things that can come out of it, but still doing the right thing for the products that you have, for the right thing. I'm a big believer in R&D spending, and I think it ought to be disproportionate. You know, if that number isn't, you know, in the mid-teens, probably not good. You're not spending enough on it. You need to know that you can create things that don't ever hit the market and fail. If you just rely on, when Intuit was struggling, when we were making the change over to the web, I had 5 projects, and I said, well, 2 make it, we're on home run. If 3 make it, you know, we're off the chart. And, you know, we made it with 3, and it changed the whole face of the company. But that meant 2 failed.
How tough is it for a big company to innovate?
It's really tough for big companies to innovate. If, you know, it is, when you, I don't care what you say, I mean, people will go and use examples of big companies that really can, in fact, change the face of what they do. I mean, when Lou Gerstner came into IBM and turned that into a services company, that was real innovation. Nobody out here would think that, but that was, I was blown away. I was just really, really, blown away by how he was able to do that. Yet George Fisher left Motorola with the Kodak. Kodak's still on its knees for that change, Oh God, I guess I'm being recorded. Sorry. Can you delete that? But big companies need to create an environment where innovation can occur. I mean, if you think about I spent, Steve Jobs, I'm on the board, he's my neighbor, my friend, and I get to see the iPhone, back when it was, nothing more than kind of machine prototypes. And you think about the team that put that whole thing together, and you just say, wow. But and it happened inside the company. How much of that is Steve Jobs thinking about, one of the best applied technology guys? I mean, he could go and take a run through China or Japan or someplace and see technologies and know how to apply them probably better than anyone else. But these things occur because he hires great people who think like he does, that aren't afraid to try some of those things. And it can occur in a company. It is really hard. I mean, I can tell you now, even the company that I'm the chairman of today at Intuit, innovation is hard. Back when I was at Go, and in Intel and invested, I had a chance to spend some time with Andy Grove, and a $200 million idea wasn't very big for them, And if you look at something and say, well, yeah, that could be $200 million, and I go, oh yeah, right, good, that's a great one. But I used to all the time. I was always impressed with HP back in those days when they had the printing business, and some of these small things were 500 million. Sooner or later, it turned into a massive business. You got to grow some of them. I just think that too many companies focus in on only the things that they feel comfortable with, and are afraid to try things that just break outside their mold. It's hard.